Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hush Hallows, a Monster of the Week story by Dice
Nailed it.
Priori. I'm like,
You
Big Boy
nailed it.
Season? No. Ghost of the Machine? No. Which one is it? Yeah, we are back for episode 15 of Monster of the Week. Hush Hallows, a Monster of the Week story. I am Matthew Foreman. I will be playing Oak Williams tonight. You will notice that 3 of our hunters are not here tonight. Don't worry, they have not been killed off in the narrative. You didn't miss anything. It's just that players weren't available. But we are gonna endure with just the 2 of us, the M&M show as we're calling it. Um, Before I get started, just one or two announcements. Community Theater is this Saturday, the 19th. Go ahead and watch Pugmire. Check out, you can see this is Twitter right above me right now. Check that Twitter for the announcement and stuff like that. Go to our Discord to check out Community Theater and enjoy the show. Also, two members of Dice. Okay, you remember that time we did the Feral Hog scenario in Modern Age? Well, that got turned into an official adventure, and I know that we told you all about it, and it was like, when's it going to come out? When's it going to come out? Well, it's out, and you should go check it out. You know what? I don't have the link ready, so here we are. Hi. Yeah, go ahead and check out Feral Hogs over on Green Ronin's shop and check it out. You can use that plus the free quick start rules, just like we did, and be able to run your first ever modern age adventure. Bada bing, bada boom. Those are my announcements. Take it away, Maria.
Hello, I'm Maria. I'm the other M in this train. I found the link,
Oh,
just like you did.
yay!
Cool. I tonight am playing Hector Bartholomew, who is currently in his own mind, literally, and is definitely not going to die. Yes, it's gonna be fun. Ty.
I'm Sai. You can find me here. You can find me at Ball and Brawler on Twitter, and you can find me over at Mythos Mystery Society. I'm your keeper for this evening. Let's review what happened last time. Last time in Hush Hollows, Darlene, Oak, and Hector decided they were going to kind of do some private, on their own research into the rituals and spells they've been looking into on their own. Started with Oak going to see Brogy to get some wood for his. And the deal was struck that Brogy would help him as long as he could come with and view the ritual. Separately, Darlene and Hector went to go see Brogy for some other ingredients for a potion called the Drought of the Sleepless, which would help someone affect their dreamscape as well as being affected by it. That Darlene wanted. They passed Oak in the street, went back to the place, had a quick conversation with Sheriff Ernest Honeycuff, who is currently looking into the disappearance of 4 people from town, as well as the lack of presence from Nana in the last couple days. Oak was able to kind of turn him away, saying she was okay for now, but he did indicate he was going to come back pretty soon. I'm still looking into this. Darlene and Hector managed to get what they needed from Brogy, who dropped it off at Nana's, and they gave Hector the drink, set up the runes around him for the ritual, and Hector went into his dreamscape. And after searching around a bit, found a high school mascot costume that looked like a lumberjack of the local high school, Timberland High. And the costume was matted and dirty and had hollow eyes, and he recognized it immediately as something he had created previously. And that's where we will resume this evening. Hector, you stand in a frigid, dimly lit school hallway. A layer of thick mist obscuring your knees and everything below them. A glass door stands in front of you. On the other side, a dirty, matted lumberjack mascot. Rusty axe raised and rapidly descending towards you. What do you do?
So there's there is like a door or something. There's like a.
You close it. Yeah, there's a clear glass.
Oh,
door
it
with a
was the
metal
thing that
handle.
was chasing me.
Yeah.
Oh,
you turned
cool.
around
This
and
is better.
you turned around, shut the door, and saw it on the other side, and that's where we ended. You also
okay,
rolled to read a bad situation and asked what he was going to do next, and that's why you have a chance to react right now.
Fantastic. Okay, so this is better than I envisioned it. I thought I ran in here and it was like right there. Cool. Awesome. I think I want to run. Yeah, I think running is a really important thing to do right now.
Okay. Roll act under pressure.
You know, I almost picked the thing that let me roll sharp instead of cool. Almost did. Oh, that's fine. 8.
That is a mixed success. So I am going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. The price to pay here is that you are going to start getting away, and you think you're going to get a little bit of you're going to be in a good spot to run away, but you are going to get hurt doing so.
Okay.
Is that? Are you going to choose that?
Yes. Specifically, I'm trying to run to. If this is the school, do I remember like this school, like the insides of this school at all?
Roll fractured memory.
It's been 2 minutes and already 2 dice rolls. I don't like it, but I love it.
8.
You feel like as you turn to run, you think you know a fair of, like, you see flashes of the school in daylight, and you have a vague recollection of where things are. Where are you trying to head?
Currently, I am trying to head to the chem lab or the workshop, whichever one is like the wood workshop, whichever one is closest.
Okay. Yeah. Roll. You don't have to roll. Sorry. Hektor like thinks for a second and then turns around, and as fast as his body can take him, begins sprinting forward down this hallway. As we hear the axe crash through this glass and several shards embed themselves in your back, you take 1 harm.
Okay.
And you have several glass shards in your back now as you begin sprinting down this hallway.
Good.
And as you turn around, I think you turn around for a second as you're about to turn a corner that's going to take you to something. And you see this mascot. It looks through the hole it just created, and you see the body begin to vibrate and almost become static as it just passes through the door and is now in the hallway past the door, slowly walking after you.
It's cool. It's fine. Okay. Well, I will head to, as I said, whichever one is closest, the wood workshop or the chem lab.
Yeah, you run for a little bit with your fractured memory. You kind of try to bob and weave. You see through the lockers, through these cold hallways where you can no longer see the floor. This thing just it looks like it's just walking behind you, but it seems to be matching pace pretty well. You have a head start on it. It's not gaining too much, but it's also you're not losing it at all. You throw open the doors to what, with an 8, you're sure probably is the chem lab, and you are in the middle of the gymnasium. However, you remember on one side there is a storage kind of locker with dozens of sports equipment in it. Bats, hockey sticks, balls of every shape and size.
Okay.
And then as soon as you enter too, you see a hallway on the other side too.
Okay. Okay. Well, it's not exactly what I needed, but this is what I've got. So, I is the locker on the way to that other hallway?
It's like a big like walk-in storage locker, but yeah, it's on the other side.
Okay. So like it wouldn't be like
you wouldn't be going through this place to get to the hallway, but yeah, you could you could stop in there.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna duck in there as quickly as I can to grab the first handheld object that is of some heft.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a act under pressure.
It's a 6.
That's a miss. You grab what looks to be the heftiest thing in your vicinity, and it's pretty sizable. But as you pick it up in the pitch, like just darkness, it has a surprising, not a lot of weight to it, as it is a bright orange wiffle ball bat.
Oh,
and as soon as you pick it up, the door in front of you to this locker begins to splinter as you see an axe coming through it.
Ah.
Back in the waking world, Oak, you see the heart rate monitor attached to Hektor is very high. His pace, his heart rate has increased significantly, and you do see a trickle of blood on the cot coming from his back.
I say, oh no. So they have a little bit of harm done to them, right?
Yeah, it doesn't look like, it's not like pouring blood. You just see like a couple small droplets, and you see the back of his shirt just a little bit red.
Okay. Then if that is the case, I think I would, take some of my mud magic, my earth magic, and try to just heal a wound with a little bit of earth magic.
Okay. Second. Yeah, roll it.
Can't yeah. Because, I mean, they're not, like, being torn apart, but,
No.
Okay, this is, weird. 10.
Nice. Yeah. Hektor, you heal 1 as you feel like a cool, like someone is applying a cool compress to your back. And you feel your back feels a little bit better, which you just quickly register before the panic and fright of an axe coming directly towards you sets in. What do you do?
Is there just the one way in and out, aka the way of the axe? Okay.
The way of the axe.
All right. Excellent. I'm going to try to. You said it's like coming at me, or is it like breaking?
It is now breaking through the door.
Like the Shining style?
Yes, the Shining style. He's about 2 or 3 slashes in.
Okay. I want to try to if I can, if this door swings out, I want to try to hit the door really hard, as in like push the door out and try to get out and push like the door and get it out of the way.
Sure. Roll plus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just as tough as I am cool.
Well, it's an 8, so it's not the worst.
Okay. On an 8, you are going to inflict harm on each other. So yours is kind of minor. You're trying to I know what you're attempting to do, and we'll talk about what happens. You with all of Hector's might, you kind of rammed this door. Are you holding onto the bat, or are you bailing on the wiffle ball bat?
I was thinking of kind of like using it as I push the door open to just like spin it out of the way.
Sure. Kind of just flail it around. Yeah, you knock this, you shove this door and knock this thing back a little bit, and it doesn't have any facial expressions as it is unmoving, the smile unrelenting, its eyes gazing into you. And it does stumble back a little bit, and as you try, I assume you're trying to kind of skirt around it to get to the other hallway.
Yeah.
You, and flailing your bat, you kind of try to back it off a little bit. And after it recovers from being thrown back by the door, the wiffle ball bat begins to pass through it effortlessly, not making any contact. And as you turn to run, you feel a cold hand enter your back. And you take 3 harm.
Oh. Does this seem like? Because did that seem like something that I gave it? Is this something familiar as far as like?
I mean, how does that? Is there you have a specific move for it? I can.
Yeah. So the I don't know necessarily.
Oh yeah, you look familiar. You can roll that again.
Oh, okay.
But this is a little more specific. Like it's more of general questions. But yeah, you can roll it.
Okay. Well, that's not awesome. It's an 8.
But you can ask me one question. You kind of already did.
Yeah.
Here's what you kind of recognize upon seeing this, and I think as you feel this cold hand like pierce you, feeling like a blade of ice just through your spine into your lung, which like stunts your breathing for a second. You don't remember as this being like an ability you would be able to imbue on something, but what you do remember pretty vividly is your time at the university and some of the abilities that those creatures had, your main field of study for many, many years.
Okay, so just to restate, this is something that I have encountered, but not that I necessarily put in this creature, right?
The ability.
Yes.
This specific ability is not something you gave the creature.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
But you haven't
it's something
encountered
that...
this kind of ability before. Yes.
Okay. Neat.
And as it does it, as you make your way through the next through this next door, you see the cotton and whatever else this costume is made of begin to pulse and grow a little bit as a little bit of the gray goo seeps out of the joints. And it starts walking after you run away, now just gasping for air as it feels like someone has partially frozen a lung.
I proceed briskly.
Yeah. Oh, in the waking world, upon putting the mud onto Hector's back, the body feels cold. And you feel like you can see his breath in the air and the labored breathing and the heart rate irregular.
I'm sorry, do we have a second sleepless draft? We do?
Here's what you have on you currently. You see, I think currently the way we'll do this is that Darlene is kind of focusing on, she's using her magics to kind of help facilitate this. She's kind of in a trance doing this. She did make a second drought, and you created a recorder that does things.
Right, yeah, I can break them out of it. I guess I will take the draft of the sleepless.
Hop on in, buddy! Save me!
Okay.
Come be my muscle.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're just gonna pound it. You're right next to Hektor right now. You're just gonna pound it there.
Yeah, I guess so. There was
Yeah.
like some kind of runic protective circle, right?
Yeah.
So
It's there. Yeah.
I'll do it within the circle.
Okay. You roll plus weird. Well, it's not gonna not work, but roll plus weird. You can figure out exactly what's gonna go down.
9.
Yeah, you drink this and you immediately feel the effects as your eyelids get heavy, and you just kind of slowly lay down on the floor next to Hektor. Like blood, the last thing you see is a droplet of blood hit the floor right next to you. And when you open your eyes, you are in a large football, not stadium, football field, yeah. The ground covered in fog. You see a broken door, a glass door leading into the high school, completely shattered.
Okay.
And that's where you start.
My first thing would be to see if I can still fly.
Roll plus weird.
How do dreams work? 8.
You can fly, but it feels like you're flying through molasses. The effortlessness of the real world doing this, something that came so naturally to you, now feels a lot more difficult and odd.
I will then. I would jog towards the door, looking for Hektor.
Okay. Yeah. Roll.
Kind of shouting, like literally shouting, like Hektor, Hektor, Hektor.
You hear a faint. Are you going into the school to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would within short order, Hektor. I think this right as you're running to that second door on the other side of the gymnasium. You hear the faint echoes of your name in Oak's voice. What do you do?
I don't trust the whispers coming from my head. Because I don't know what the other whispers were. This could be a trickery, so I'm gonna I'm gonna keep running down the hallway that I initially went down, or not the one that I just went down.
Yeah. You continue to run. Oak, you do not hear any sort of response. I think you hear the faint footfalls echoing through the hallways. Hektor, you run for a little bit more, this being close on your heels, and you throw open the door to the shop class.
Okay.
And close the door.
Okay. Do I still have my wiffle ball bat?
Yeah.
Is there a way for me to mildly barricade the door? Or are there locks or anything? Huh?
I think there's a very basic lock. It's just going to be like one of those things where you put the metal thing down to stop the door. It's nothing wildly useful, but something
I just need a little bit of time. Specifically, I need a bit of time to turn household accessible items into temporary but hideous weapons.
Sure.
I need to get as much time as I can possibly muster.
Sure, this will buy you a very little bit of time, but enough time to roll this.
Okay.
This is my destructive genius.
What are you taking from the shop? There are the walls are littered with saws and drills and vices, wood.
I want to try to make basically another gun, another projectile weapon. So probably involve drills and wood of some kind, maybe some loops from belt sanders or things like that. Some strange amalgamation that is going to just launch things at high velocity so that I can deal damage from far away, or at least.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Yeah, roll first. Roll first,
okay.
When we talk about it.
Okay. Nine.
9. You can pick one from the list below. It's a one-harm magic, close, loud, one use. You can choose one other thing from the list.
Let's do, let's do fire and armor piercing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got some nails. Maybe there's like a little flame torch. It's got like a
yeah. Here's I think what it is, since it's technically a one use. You've made this wiffle ball bat into kind of a stock. There is a small device with a hinge that has a belt sander on top. So when you lower it, it will basically shoot out one large blade saw, circular saw. And you have coated it with some sort of oil, and there's a lighter.
Yes.
Attached, probably like a regular ass lighter that's attached.
Excellent.
And you have this horrible device, right as you finish it, right as you like duct tape the lighter to the top of it, you hear the axe make its second swing. You didn't even hear the first swing. You were so focused. You hear the second swing begin to break it down. Oak, what are you doing?
Do I hear where the noises are coming from? The breaking down?
I would have let out a single scream.
It is very echoey here.
Okay. Sharp?
Yes.
5.
No.
Yeah, you're sure you know where it is. It's definitely over there.
Okay, I will head to where I think I saw, or I think I heard, which I imagine is in the other direction. However, once I am there,
okay,
I'm going to use magic to see another time or place.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to look for where Hektor is. I'm channeling Hektor and thinking about it, because so here's what this looks like. I run over, which is probably in the opposite direction, and
when you stop, you're in a central garden. There's a water fountain the water is frozen in time. 3 benches around it. There's ivy creeping up, and this is definitely not where he is.
So I go over to the fountain where the water is frozen in time in the ivy, and I look down at the pool, and I'm like, "Show me my quarry," and I channel magical energy into the pond to see where Hektor is.
Roll it.
Me.
Fuck. That's it. 8.
Okay.
The red border when it gets a 1 always trips me up, but it's a partial success.
Choose your effect and your glitch.
Yes. So I want to view another time or place in this.
Yeah, that's the effect.
And then my glitch. I think that it has a short duration. Because I'm using frozen water to do it. Or it draws unwanted attention. I
think that's what I was going to suggest. Are you? Oh no, did you freeze?
What?
Okay,
no, I'm here.
Oh, just froze for a second.
It's fine. Yeah.
I
want to draw unwanted attention.
Excellent. So you kind of you splay out your hands as you see Hektor carefully working on this strange wiffle ball buzzsaw contraption, and the water shifts a little bit, and you see this axe coming through the doorway, and then it continues to pan over, and you see this creature, this matted lumberjack mascot outfit wielding a rusty saw, and through the water a hand grabs your shirt and rips you through. And you are laying on the tile floor, mist obscuring your vision. You take 1 harm as you your back just recoils from being thrown on the floor, and this creature is standing over you, axe held high.
I would then look around for a lamp.
Oh, yeah. Roll an act under pressure for this. This is pretty pressure.
I am dealing with the consequences of my own magic.
Yeah, sure are.
I get a +1.
Okay, good.
This is cool. 7. Oh, that +1 made it not a miss.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
good. That's good. Didn't take an axe directly to the face.
Yeah.
The worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. The price to pay is you will be able to find something in pretty short order, but you are going to take a little damage for it.
Yeah, I would run over to a lamp when I see one.
Yeah, I think you see another, like across the way, there is a adjacent kitty corner. There is a school room with a door open. Some history posters and Abe Lincoln giving a big thumbs up and winking. And there's also you see a lamp. Just kind of plugged in. And as you run, you catch a rusty axe to the back of your calf, nearly to your Achilles tendon, and you take 2 harm.
Owie.
Owie. Okay.
Did I see Oak?
I don't know if you saw you heard and saw the axe stop, and you saw this figure leave for a second, and you probably saw another shape darting away.
Okay. Cool. Did the door get busted open, or is it still?
It's pretty busted. It's pretty busted. It looks like one more good hit will knock this thing down.
Fantastic. I have one, and it will cause fire. If I tried to shoot it through the door, do I have a good, strong suspicion that it's gonna not just stop at the door? It's gonna go through it. Okay.
Yes, 100%.
I would like to get slightly closer and do that.
Okay. Roll kick some ass.
Okay.
8.
Yeah. So we'll talk about how this works. You load this thing up, the belt sander is going, and as soon as you press it down, the blade just rotates and spins, catching fire as it goes directly through the hole and it lodges into this mascot. This mascot is burning a little bit, going to catch flame, but the door is definitely on fire. And it spreads, considering this is a place full of wood, probably a little faster than Hektor had anticipated. Which, he should probably begin to anticipate fire spreading fast.
Well.
But he hasn't yet, and you will take 1 harm.
Okay.
As you just begin to your pants catch fire.
Cool. So is it when you hit 4 harm you're unstable, or
4 harm?
Cool.
It's 4.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, you as you catch fire, you still feel your breath is messed up. It is hard to breathe. And this thing is now looking at you like this blade lodged into its chest. Its expressionless face just staring down, and it kicks the door hard on fire.
Now that I have my lamp, I would like to appear next to the thing.
Sure.
Before it crosses the precipice of that door.
Yeah, it hasn't yet. You have time.
And
I knocked it down, but you have time.
Yeah, I would like to do a wind blast to send it flying away. I'm like, hey asshole.
Yeah, roll it.
Okay. This is a blast of wind, which means 3 harm, forceful. Magic close, obvious, loud. Let's kick some ass. Alright. 8.
Okay, mixed success. You run up to it, and you do catch it a little bit off guard, but it did just see you run off. It's not completely left unawares. And as soon as you get back, it doesn't raise its axe. It launches its arm at you, and it goes a little bit farther than you think. It stretches further than the limits of this costume theoretically should allow, and you see this gray goo in the crevices of the joints. And you feel this chill pierce through you for 3 harm.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then this thing is not you're not shooting him into the room, you're knocking him the other way. He's knocked down the hallway, almost with the fog, out of visibility currently.
Okay.
And now, Hektor, you see Oak standing in the destroyed hall, burning door frame.
I would like to be over where he is, please. Trying to pat out whatever flames are on my person. and say, I have never been happier to see you in my entire life. Everything hurts. Breathing is hard. That thing is bad.
Yeah.
We should go.
Yes. Yeah, we need to leave. I'm about to die. How do we get out of here?
I'm sure that way has a better way, pointing in the direction, not that the one that the monster is not in.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm running.
Yeah. You both run for a just forward, the opposite end of this hallway, and as you make yourself a good distance away, you see this thing begin to slowly raise to its knees and then to its feet. And you kind of reach the lobby of the school, the front entrance. What do you do?
You're the smart one, Hektor. Where the hell are we gonna go?
I feel like we just need to leave. I feel like we need to leave the school. Yeah. I think Hektor would just start making his way towards whatever front entrance there would be.
Sure.
Then.
Yeah, absolutely. I need you to roll plus weird.
Plus weird. Hiya. 10.
Good. Yeah. Without an issue, you Hektor confidently knowing where he is in this room and in this space and in this time in his own dreams. You see Hektor throw open the front door and walk out, Oak, and you see nothing on the other side.
I would follow in after Hektor.
Roll plus weird.
Okay.
Don't
11.
leave me.
11? Yeah. Same thing. You confidently just run after him, and you see this thing make its way into this lobby area, still now extinguished, but buzzsaw lodged in its chest, arm dripping, and you run through. And as you cross that threshold, you open your eyes in the waking world, and you see Hektor already awake.
I'm pretty beat up. I look down at what is probably a sucking chest wound. I'm like,
no, there is no visible wound.
Okay, well,
you don't see a thing. It just feels icy cold.
Okay. I don't feel.
Hektor just starts coughing.
Yeah, I don't feel very good after that.
Neither do I.
I also have two gashes from an axe.
Those are immediately visible. There is blood soaking your pant leg.
Oh, I don't have a... I'm gonna start, slowly sit up and then start rummaging for something that is akin to, I don't know, something that might be able to help patch him up.
Yeah. Do you have a specific move for it, or otherwise there's basic first aid you can do as well?
Nope, nothing specific. Just the odds and ends. I did perform surgery here not too terribly long ago.
Quote-unquote surgery.
I'm sure I got something laying around here.
Here's a healing. I don't know if you roll it or it's just... 1 second.
The first aid rules?
Yeah, I think it's just you do it.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Do it.
They're not the best.
No.
I was looking into that for reasons, and I was like, oh, okay, well, thanks for this.
I almost picked the one where I could do actual
Medic?
Well, it's called Trust Me, I'm a Doctor.
Yeah, you can each... I think if you're taking some time here, it'll take a little bit of time to patch you both up, but you're going to both heal 1 harm.
Okay.
Yay.
Does that... But,
you need to you both need to stabilize?
I need to stabilize. Yes. Okay, so I have 7 harm worth of life, right? You gave me 6. So therefore...
Man.
So I got 6 harm dealt to me. I only have 7 harm in my whole life. Therefore, the math dictates.
The math. Yeah, one of you will need to. You'll need to roll something to stabilize, whether it be Hektor rolling plus sharp or plus weird to stabilize something he has in his laboratory, or you can use your magic to try and stabilize it.
I will use magic to try to stabilize myself first.
Okay.
Because if I go down, then that's going to be awkward for everyone involved. If I go down stabilizing Hektor, that is.
Oh, I was gonna try to stabilize
even-
you with my brain, like my smart brain.
I already did it. 9.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool.
Yeah. What effect do you want to choose?
Oh, fuck me.
It can't be a weekend, and it can't. You can do short, but I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend the harm either. So I'd say either the short duration could kind of work, immediate unwelcome attention, or problematic side effect.
Problematic side effect.
Sure. Excellent. What part of you?
IBD for the rest of your life. RIDS.
What part of you are you trying to heal with your magic?
I think I would. I think I would start with the bleeding leg wound, since that was the thing that. Yeah.
Yeah. You do this in your usual fashion, and as it does stabilize you and you heal the one harm, as it does, but as it dries and cakes to finish, it doesn't leave your body. So that same wound is just packed with what looks like dried mud, and you find it, like, if you try to pick at it at all, it does not leave your body.
I'm gonna be full of scars by the time we get out of this town.
Well, Scarth have the best stories, and Hektor has rummaged around somewhere to try to, because he got 3 harm from the hand of Ghost, and then 1. Oh, did he take 2 from the glass shards?
You did.
No, yes, 2 from
You
the
took
glass
6
shards.
harm total, but you were healed 1 from your initial. So you have 5 harm done to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
It was 2 from the fire. It was 1 from the glass shards, healed that 1 from the glass shards,
Yeah.
3 from the fist, and then 2 from the fire that you caused.
Right. I was much worse off than I thought I was. I was also almost dead.
Sure.
Okay. So, I guess he would just find something to work on these burns, because those are the most readily. Actually, no. He would try to figure out something to deal with this, like, ghost grabbing bad stuff.
Yeah.
Since
What
he knows he is familiar with the concept of it from the past in time. Wait a second. Never mind. Okay.
What? Go ahead.
I was just gonna reference some of the past notes that I have of, like, different. If I can find the original, like, schematics of what this thing was, compare it to things from, since I know it came from something necromantic in my past, from uni days.
Okay, so here's a couple things as you are. Well, let's do the heal first, and then we'll talk about your roll for whatever you're doing to heal, and then we'll talk about the rest of this. So, what can I roll? Either sharp or weird. You have stuff in your stuff in your place. You can roll.
I do have my stuff in my place.
The stuff in the place.
But even with that, it is only a 6.
Oh,
You can help out. You can help out, Oak.
I will help out.
Don't fail. Roll help out. Plus cool.
Yeah.
Be cool, Oak.
This is
Cool.
advanced. Not that that's gonna matter, but. I got a 3.
Well, it's good. It's going to be a serious rap on Hektor. Yeah, a couple of bad things happened.
Hektor,
Good.
Hektor, ain't you got any luck?
I mean, I have a bar that says luck.
It would be good to spend one. This would be it.
I've
Yeah.
advanced.
I would-
BT
I-
dubs.
I will do that. As an aside, when I spend luck, Former Fiend comes back into play.
Yeah, sure does.
He's-
Working on a pretty tight time limit now, team. Things are gonna be pretty rough.
What time is it? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, folks, we, because of some changes with Twitch, in order to make sure that people can watch the stream uninterrupted, we will now have to interrupt the stream.
the logic.
So we're just going to take a short, like a 60-second ad break. If you want to avoid ads altogether and risk no chance, you could just subscribe to the channel, help support us, and that way you will never get ads. Yeah, because that's apparently a thing still. Okay, we're just going to take a short little break. For those of you who are already subscribed, we're going to run the Twitchy Halloween promo trailer. And we'll see you back in 1 minute, okay? Thanks. Okay, folks, we're back. So that should stop from any like mid-roll ads for the next hour. I don't know. Well, that's what we're trying.
I still have ads on mine. Hold on. Hold on, please.
Well, but there's a delay, Ty.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right.
They haven't seen this yet, but now they are.
Excellent.
wait.
I want to watch it. All right.
Thank you, Phantom Roll Booth, for the follow.
When we left off, so Hektor just made it a 12 using the luck. The luck effect will still apply, but the Oak's failure will be kind of overwritten by that. So how do you heal yourself, Hektor, with your now 12?
With my now 12. If I'm specifically focusing on the burns,
you can focus on either or. You can still try to I think you could come up with a way to fix the coldness in your chest, but you would have to make it up. Tell me what it is.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be the most pressing thing on his mind. So, to refresh my brain about the sensation it was literally like somebody with a very cold hand reached in and just
started moving it around.
Moving
really not. It really just pulled it in and then kind of grabbed as you ran away from it.
Okay.
So a sensation of light pulling as well as ice cold.
Okay. I think then he makes kind of two different substances. One is more of a salve, kind of like an icy hot sort of salve, more hot than icy, to kind of relax the muscles, and then a sort of ingestible liquid. But in the liquid, I think he may have found something, some mention of something similar or adjacent, and a mild counter to that, something that essentially is like a muscle relaxant, but isn't focused. It's more of a chill. It's basically like a downer. It's like weed.
Yeah.
But something that takes this super tenseness that's in the chest and just kind of melts it a bit.
Dank water weed.
Yeah, the water weed, dank water weed.
And you stabilize and you heal the 1 harm.
Okay. Awesome.
You were trying, so before that we were talking about your memories and things you're trying to kind of remember and ascertain. What specific questions were you trying to figure out? Or, okay, we'll start with this. One thing that seems pretty pertinent is the note you found a couple episodes ago that was sent to you.
That's what I thought. I drew it in my book. I thought so. Okay, I would find that. Oh, there's an axe on it. That's cool.
You're probably with Oak. You're probably now together having to with that here as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes, Oak is just staring at Hektor and judging from afar. Okay, Oak will say something in a little bit. He's seeing how Hektor reacts to this situation first.
I think he's moving around a little bit, little slowly, just making sure that, because he's still hurt, but trying to collect this specific note that he found, as well as anything else that he can even faintly remember possibly being important, in the stacks and stacks and stacks of books and notes and papers that are scattered around. And I think he would take this one note, which I don't know if I still have a picture. I would share it if I did.
I think I have it somewhere. Well, I definitely have it in my notebook, if nothing else. Send it to
That's fair. Yes. But he would just lay it out in front of him and basically just go over every single inch of this piece of paper and try to make sense of things that are on this in context now.
I have sent it to you, Matthew. One that you would make sense of pretty quickly is the one on the very bottom. You created a ghost bag. That was the very first thing you did.
Yeah.
Upon your first encounter with them.
Yeah. That one.
But there were some pretty severe flaws with that.
The fact that it was literally made out of trash bags.
Mainly the fact it was a trash bag with a few accoutrements added to it. That was chief among the design issues.
Yeah, I think he would just sit there with like his head in his hands and just look down at this piece of paper and basically not move for a couple of minutes. That's what Oak sees. Is complete and utter ignoring of everything that just happened and is just staring at a piece of paper.
What was that thing?
It was an experiment gone somewhere. I guess wrong.
Whose experiment?
I'll hold up the piece of paper. Mine.
So you make monsters?
I suppose I do.
I mean, I saw you do it with Isabeau. But
Well, I wouldn't call Isabel a monster now, would I?
I guess we were part of the same ritual. She's a monster. Just like Lucy. But
neither of them are like That thing. That was a monster.
Did you know it was out there?
At some point, probably. I know now. But I didn't. I didn't intentionally keep this away from you. For a while. And then I did hear you weren't a fan of individuals who did practice the things that I practiced. So sorry for keeping it a bit of a secret.
You didn't tell any of the other hunters?
Kind of like side-eyes over at Darlene, who I'm sure is just passed out.
Yeah, she was like, either like the vestiges of her magic are like kind of like ebbing and flowing from her body, like emanating from her body.
Not all of them.
But you did tell someone.
I did.
Okay.
What is it that you have against this thing that I do?
Necromancy? Or monster making?
Well, if we want to get technical, necromancy, that is the study that I studied.
Usually necromancy is a violation of consent. Just because someone is dead doesn't mean their body loses its autonomy.
It's a fair point.
I've read some individuals sign deals, contracts, and things like that. That's their choice, but if you're messing with bodies that didn't give you permission to mess with them, that's a problem.
That's a good point. Very good point. If it helps, I don't remember doing anything like that. Most of the things I remember were, a bit stranger than just a dead person becoming not dead.
Yeah.
Do I remember the incident at the school?
Yeah, because that was
Okay.
before your time in Hush Hallows. You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Okay. Then I would, I would say, it's more along the lines of things like fossils. Like there was this display, this the giant pterodactyl. It was very impressive. Grew this skin and came to life. Kind of. It ripped my arm off. Fine.
Wait, like you made a zombie pterodactyl?
No. But it was interesting.
So that was like, wait, I'm confused. Are you saying that was your first introduction to this whole thing?
Yes. That's more of what I studied, I think.
Let's take a proof. Is this Hektor? Is Maria giving me? Are you telling what you remember?
Yes. Did I screw something up?
Yo, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oops! I misremembered that.
Yeah, this was the incident at the university. I can message you if I don't know how much you want to.
I would tell him how I remembered it.
I'm
supposed
what happened
to remember it.
Yeah, what actually happened is that this was an experiment you were doing with you and Jeanette, I believe, or Janine. I think it was Jeanette, right?
Something like that.
She was your assistant. You called her in after hours. You were trying to connect with ghosts, and you had built a machine in your laboratory. This was the first success. You managed to make contact with one into this world, which rapidly escaped, and the situation escalated, culminating in it possessing the archaeology lab, which was a pterodactyl, which ripped off your arm.
Okay.
And
Yes.
killed your assistant.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Cool. Yeah. So I would briefly summarize that, as brief as Hektor can be, and say, I needed to know exactly what sort of thing I did. And I guess I guess I am still remembering the full extent of my studies, actions, both. But it all kind of circles around here. The new stuff, at least. The relatively new stuff.
Okay. You can't remember stuff. That's fine. That's fair game. But just, when you know something, the more hunters you share it with, the better chance we have of solving a problem together. I've told everyone I know about my problems, because I don't want Karen blindsiding us. But now I know why you told me that this stuff is so dangerous and I should look out and, consider.
We can run away with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for coming in after me. I would have died. Probably.
Yeah. I almost died.
I'll slide over the weed juice and the icy hot salve. This helped a little bit. If you do feel like you want to try, I don't quite remember exactly what put in it, but it worked a bit. You won't grow an extra head or anything, I don't think. Absentmindedly scratch his neck.
Yeah, I'll try the weed juice and icy hot. God, that sounds foul. What the fuck?
Yeah, I would say with that you can heal one more. I'll give you one more, and that's the end of the weed juice. I see hot. You feel very relaxed. The wound in your back feels a little bit warmer. So the heat returns to it.
Hektor, where were you a professor?
That's a great question. Let me find the notes that have that in it. I don't remember. I remember. Well,
I don't have that part written.
I was a professor. Oh God. There you are. Black Hills State University.
God, is that a real school? As in the fiction, is it real? I don't know if it's actually like...
It's a real school in our fiction. I don't know if it's a real school in real life.
It's a South Dakota university.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, it's in the state.
Sure is.
Yep.
Are we in South Dakota?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were in
Charlotte.
Wisconsin.
No, Hallows is in
Fuck.
South Dakota.
We're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, actually,
like
the middle
literal
of
nowhere.
Fuck.
I taught there.
Oh, okay.
I did not. It was not. I did not do so successfully, according to them, but I enjoyed it. There were. I mean, the students were nice. Crashed one or two frat parties.
So you're like a medical doctor.
No. Well,
You don't have an MD.
well. I dabbled in a handful of different fields.
You have a doctorate though, right?
Well, technically, I think I do. I only put down professor.
The camera pans over, and you see a diploma on the wall. The doctor is in quotation. It's from Harvard University. You could have a doctorate if you want. I don't care. It's up to you.
I think he does, but it is kind of like I guess you have one. You have enough knowledge in weird things of various scientific studies.
7
Sure,
hours.
you have a doctorate.
So you performed surgery on Isabel. Just kind of winged it.
Yes. I did tell her, kind of, that it was my first time doing it on a living person.
Wow. Alright, well, maybe we'll do like a hunter's crash course in consent at some point. There's some issues here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sleep for about a while.
Yeah.
A little while.
I need to fall asleep for 5 days. I don't know what else to
30
do.
years later.
Yeah, okay. Well.
So you're fine? You want to fall asleep?
Yeah, I think Hector would fall asleep.
Is there anything Hector wants to research before falling asleep?
Yes, he wants to try to find in and amongst his stuff the original plans for this creature, if it still exists. He wants to make sure, or something similar exists. He wants to at least compare it to what he's made in the past.
Yeah, roll plus either sharp or weird.
It's the same. Oh, it's a 13.
Very good. I think you look for a little while. It's getting up there, like pretty late in the hours. I think you guys did this fairly late. I think like 9, not late, but like 9 p.m. So it's getting to be like 11, 12. And you find the original schematic. You find the a schematic of the lumberjack costume itself. The inside. You see arcane runes specifically drawn, not in your handwriting, but your handwriting is has little doodly arrows pointed to different parts of this outfit: the head, the chest, the limbs. There are also some similar notes as to what you found in that one page I gave you before about possession and kind of forcing it, trying to make a possession that wasn't the normal short term that you have encountered most times that you have encountered ghosts, of just like the pterodactyl, or I think there was a mannequin at one point. This was something to try to facilitate a long duration possession. Was the original goal of this, is what you discovered.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I think your memory flashes too, and you once again you see the same things before. You see a large glass cylinder with eerie light emanating from it, and you see first person, and you see yourself hands inside of this mascot's head, now looking much fresher, no goo around it, just the kind of felt not matted in the same way. And then your memory flashes back to now, your eyes just drooping as you were exhausted.
Okay. I will head to bed.
Where are you both sleeping?
I imagine that Hektor would have left, or rather put Darlene on his like cot bed thing downstairs. Ain't no way he's carrying her upstairs.
Yeah.
He would probably go up and sleep in Nana's old room. Honestly.
Sure. Do you both, either of you, do anything before you sleep for the night? Anything else?
Fuck no.
You cut off your arm.
Yeah. Just gotta do
Perfect
it.
time.
Yeah.
Get it out of the way.
I'm gonna go search for Karen for a fight.
Excellent. Alone.
Yeah, with 4 harm. Ready. I don't want to make it too hard on her.
Yeah. You all sleep for the evening. Hektor, you hear the similar whispers again, now closer and louder than before. You don't sleep well at all, but you do both heal 1 harm. Wake up the next morning.
Since everyone else has apparently abandoned us, I will find Hektor.
Yeah, okay, here's where the layout of where everyone is. Lucy is still around. Lucy is just not. She hasn't left or anything. Darlene currently is recovering from the magic expended during this. Isabeau's gone. Isabeau is no longer currently part of your team.
Yeah.
I have a question. Brogy was there when we started our
correct.
thing.
Correct.
Where did he end up?
I think there's a brief. I completely forgot to include it. Honestly, I forgot he was.
I forgot he was there too.
At some point.
I mean, he was just there to watch, so it's not like
he was there to watch. I think you as you both woke up, he was curled in a ball underneath one of the bookshelves, just reeking of weed.
Oh, buddy. That weed juice gets you every time.
He got into the weed juice.
The bong water. Truly foul. What the fuck?
And he poured in a storm.
Oh, God.
Cannot.
Okay. Well, I would go retrieve the poor lad, or I would have probably brought him upstairs last night and been like, here, at least sleep in this like little booth somewhere. Somewhere
He's
comfy.
as you wake up. Okay, here's a couple things. As you wake up, you smell cinnamon and apple emanating from downstairs, and
God damn.
And as you walk down the stairs, you see Brogy in the kitchen cooking. But what you also see is you see the one of the main tables. Because, like I said, there's a dining area to this place, the Nana's. There are several axe marks popping this wood. You see a thing chopped off, like one of the corners just chopped off, and you see large muddy footprints.
Hmm. But good morning, Brody.
What's up? And you see it. He brings out 2 Dutch babies and 2 glasses of mimosa.
Were those there when you woke up?
Yeah, I slept like a baby. That weed juice, man, it did a fucking number. You could sell that shit. But no, I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, they were there when I woke up. I don't really remember going to bed here. Dutch baby and a mimosa.
I'll hold them, and I'll walk over to this table and like follow the path of muddy footprints. Do they just come in from
They come in from the tarp.
the tarp? Do they also leave?
Yeah. You see like there's a large concentration of them. Like you see that a clear entry path. You see a large concentration of these muddy footprints all around this area, weaving in and out of the dining area, up to the freezer, a little bit back to the kitchen, and then you see them leave.
Is Oak here? Or are you still sleeping?
I'm here. My intent was to find Hektor.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. I will point towards them with still plate and mimosa in hand and say, I think it's found. I think it still exists, and I think the lumberjack came to call last night.
The fuck?
Start drinking the mimosa.
Where are the axe marks exactly?
They are mainly, there's like one very large, like party size wooden table in the center for larger groups. The axe marks are generally out like through the table, not like through, but like purposely hitting the table. One of the corners is missing. It is obviously, it wasn't meant to destroy, it was meant to show. You guys could ascertain pretty easily. And there's some on the bench. There are a couple like surface level ones on the bench, maybe one on one side of the railing you see.
Well, that's not good. I can try to protect this place from it, but
I feel like if it wanted to, it could have found us last night. If it could do all of this, and we couldn't hear it, granted we were very tired and or Brody, but...
Hey! And he tries to hand Oak a mimosa and Dutch baby. You hungry?
no.
Alright. Sits down and starts eating his.
Brody, there's potentially something, very dangerous wandering around the town. So if you see a giant lumberjack, mascot with an axe, run the other direction.
Oh, like from the high school?
Yeah, that one.
That one? I think it's a kid. I think it's like a sophomore. Puts on like the fake curly beard, and he does like gymnastics.
Have they replaced the old suit that was there for ever?
I don't remember there being. I mean, like the guy wears flannel. He's got like suspenders. He's got like puts on a fake beard. You mean you can see his face?
Huh.
Hat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember there being an old one.
Well, might be best just to steer clear of them anyway.
Steer clear of anyone? Is that what you said?
Well, I'm lumberjacks in general.
I mean, I won't refuse service, but like, all right. I mean, if there's a large lumberjack coming at me, I'll think twice, I guess.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, everyone. I don't know what it was just said there, and that was all very confusing.
You see Brogy deleting the scruff app off his phone.
Scruff app. Okay, none of that made any sense. Let's circle back here. Hektor, this thing, I don't understand. How did you make it? Is it a spirit? Is it a person?
It was an experiment to see how long a spectral being, a ghost, could retain the same vessel
possessing a corpse.
No, it wasn't like flesh body. It was an actual, like a mannequin.
Oh.
It was like a little like a vessel, less than like a pot, but a mannequin.
Is there a statue at the school? Or something it could inhabit? One of those awful paper mache things? We're gonna have to investigate the school.
Yeah.
I've been there once to stop a blood demon.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was terrible. It was terrible.
Well, I remember most of that school now. Unless it may have changed in 30 years. I hope it has.
Roll plus. This won't be. I mean, you won't be able to really miss this. But you can roll plus sharp. Not you. Oh.
Oak.
Not you.
Not you.
Not you. Get out of here.
Yeah, go home.
12.
Very good. Yeah, you were in the school, and you were just in a different version of the school. They didn't match 1-to-1. It was the high school, but it was you definitely noticed in Hektor's dreamscape changes. It was more dated, so similar, but not quite 100%.
Yeah, it's definitely changed from the time I saw it in that nightmare. So it's gotten some renovations. But I mean, like I said, we've been in there.
I wonder if it wouldn't hurt to just go take a look around.
Yeah.
See if there's any old.
We should do it at night. The sheriff is keeping an eye on us.
Oh. Right.
Yeah.
Well, and he'll kind of take a seat and look down at this Dutch baby. And he'll just kind of start eating it with whatever. I don't even know what a Dutch baby is.
Oh, Dutch baby is like a very large like pancake that typically make. Typically with his, it's apple and cinnamon. There's also a light sugary glaze dripped over it.
Okay. He would eat probably 3 bites and then stop.
You don't like it, bud? You want something?
It's very sweet. But thank you. That was Brogy, you were here the whole night.
I was asleep for a lot of it, but yeah.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask from like a scientific standpoint what you thought, but never mind.
I can see what I can peer into last night. That's something I can do. I don't do it a lot because Darlene's very good at it, so I just leave it up to her, but I can peer into places at another time or place.
Oh. That would be exceptionally helpful.
Double checking that's on the list.
It is, yeah. I think it's,
yeah. I've just always left it up to Darlene because she has a rope for it, so. Darlene does it with blood. I tried to do it with water. So hers is stronger.
Yeah, observe another time.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a mimosa.
I'm not drinking mine, Lord knows. Let's do it. We pour mimosas into the bowl, and I'm going to use that as my scrying pool.
The dark mimosa magic.
Well, it's not dark magic, that's the point.
Light and bubbly magic.
Yeah. I should have taken this as my plus, because I have a practitioner thing, I never get to use it. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, I am going to do this.
Okay. Roji's like standing behind you looking into the mimosa bowl.
Yeah. I'm like, I just like put my hand and like swirl, so I make a little wax on, wax off motion above the bowl, and it spins the water around and tries to create a clear picture. Hey, 11. Almost advanced.
There,
Goddamn.
there we go. Yeah.
Almost that 12. God.
Very nice. So close. What exactly? What part of last night do you describe with this?
Yeah, so the intent here, I would, so I'd probably say like a couple hours after we went to bed.
Okay.
Basically enough to,
Yeah.
assuming enough for me to be in a deep sleep.
Yeah. What we see, I think, as you do this is almost like it almost looks like a nest. The bubbles kind of like from bubbling up from the most, they kind of like push away to like surrounding it as a clear vision of orange and champagne paints a picture, and you see the entryway, the like a nest cam into Nana's fat slab. You see Brogy laying asleep on in one of the booths that Hektor helped them up to. You see the table. You see where the table where you guys are right now, in full, like perfect all right form. And you see it like fast forward a little bit, and you see the tarp pushed to the side, and you see this same lumberjack being walk in, tracking mud through. You see its head kind of cock as it looks to Brogy. You see it not taking a hard swipes, but just kind of not lightly, but firmly tapping its axe to create these divots in. Doing the same as it surveys this building. You see it walk as the camera shifts. You see it walk up to the freezer and place a hand against it, and then remove it. And then you see it walk up the stairs. And then the camera shifts again. And the next thing we see is we see Hektor laying in Nana's bed, and we see this lumberjack just staring at him, not moving. And this lasts for about what seems like an hour or so, and then it's gone. It's just not there anymore.
That was so much worse. And it looked like a physical bodied form.
Yeah.
And it looks like some kind of mannequin or something.
No, it looks like a It looks like a mascot. It looks like a big, like burly mascot. But what?
Like someone in a suit.
Yeah.
But like,
Yes.
like a big suit, like one that you put over
Like
your
an
head and
oversized
Correct.
head.
Okay. Yeah.
Oversized head. Oversized, like the muscles are very like bulgy and cartoonish too. Yes.
Okay. Yikes. Okay. And now that's the old mascot. They've transitioned to just like a guy in flannel now.
Correct.
Okay.
From what Brogy said, and Brogy would confirm this.
Oak just tips over the bowl. He just like.
It's lights.
Brogy's
Sometimes,
also sweating.
sometimes, and I'm like, yeah. Sometimes the spell, like, it doesn't. You can't really trust that. I'm sure it's fine.
I look towards the muddy footsteps, and are there some that do in fact go towards the staircase?
Yeah.
Just point to those.
Yeah. Okay. This isn't good. So, like I was saying, I can bar this creature from entering here again.
That'd be great. I mean, like a front door would be like a front door would be super solid, probably.
Well, I can't like conjure doors out of thin air, but I can at least like put a spiritual ward kind of thing.
I have a friend Terry. He could like come in here and build like a door or something.
Actually, Brogy, that would be great. Can you please have someone?
That
come by
actually
and do
would-
that?
Yeah, I'll get a hold of Terry.
Cool.
He'll get you an estimate later today, and probably get started with you guys. So it's agreeable.
I will say, every time I've used this particular spell, something's gone wrong, and like usually like Lucy gets stuck or something. Like it tends to affect more things than I intended.
You mentioned this now after you used it. Mm.
Well, no, I the one that I could do, the barring.
Oh.
The scrying thing I've actually never done before. Well, except for in the dream, and it went horribly wrong. That was why I got pulled in.
Mm-hmm. So for the sake of it, I'm gonna say, be careful using all of the different kinds of magic, everything. Same thing that I said before, but this seems more important, so forget that for now, because I don't want us to die.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll try it. So I'm going to try to do bar a place or portal to a specific creature, person, or type of creature.
Yeah, roll it up.
And I'm going to choose the Fiend, or whatever this thing is.
The mascot, you call it.
The thick boy.
The lumberjack.
Whatever that was.
Yeah.
It's going to be a... Oh, God. Oak is like... Oak breathes, and he's like, okay, you could do this. You're a good magician. You're a good sorcerer. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And then he puts his hands out, and like there's this gust of wind. Yeah?
Is there any way that I could help out?
Yeah, you can roll it afterward, depending on what happens.
Okay. Cool. I have a kind of idea.
And then, yeah, I put my hands out, and there's this, like, roaring whip of wind, and magic is sent on that wind, spreading around.
Yeah.
Is that again? No. Did it roll? Oh. There it is!
What'd you get?
Got a 6.
Of course.
Did you want to help, Hector?
Yeah.
You want to help Hector?
Yeah.
That would be a good time.
I can certainly try. So I think Hector, remembering the different sigils and runes and things that were part of this creature, thinking that it possibly could help in the barring of that creature, would suggest perhaps using some of those in this warding against the individual. And I don't. He doesn't know magic.
Yeah.
In this particular thing, but he would essentially just help by, telling you, hey, here's some magic-like things that might help you about this thing in particular.
For the love of God, don't miss.
I will
I love the help out cascade when it goes wrong.
certainly try, because that does in fact.
I do have a failsafe. I do have
Correct,
could have
you
been
do.
worse, but
You do.
It only barely failed.
That's what counts, really.
That matters.
What'd you get?
6.
If only there was one other player.
If only
we could have
had
kept this
one
tragedy
other
going.
okay.
Listen, let's just farm that XP while we can.
Hold
yeah,
on. Okay, so I'm gonna do could have been worse.
Sure. What's yours do?
Okay, so I have two options, which is fizzle or this is gonna suck. I really want this ward to work.
The other one would not be. You could make... Well, you could make it either... You could take everything except short duration, or you could take everything except... Well, that would probably be the only one that's short duration.
Yeah.
It's really...
Okay, I have a bargain. If I let
Sure.
it fizzle, can the next
Yeah.
time I try this be big magic?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna... So I see the spell start to go horribly wrong. I'm like, no. And I kill the spell.
Yeah.
And, like, fizzle it out.
Yeah. Here's what happens as you can. This is how it goes terribly, terribly wrong. You follow Hector's advice and you try to send your magic through. The runes are lining the right above the tarp-hole in Nana's, and you see these sigils begin to coalesce into green orbs, and they all come together into two large orbs that begin to blink at you right before the spell fizzles.
Okay.
And Hector, you have exposed yourself to a little more trouble.
Oh, good. Good.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm sure it will be.
Oh, fuck me. I just turn to Hector and I'm like, you know what? I really hate magic.
As you guys are left in the unprotected, muddy, and slightly beat up Nana's fat slabs. Is there anything else you would like to do? If the next plan is to do big magic, we don't have to do that. We could end a little early if you guys want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till other people are around.
Yeah, I think I don't have anything else besides going to the school, which I feel like would be better with more people. Also, yeah, I think getting up that ward is probably the next thing.
Yeah, if that's the first, it depends. You guys could go to the school and we could do that a little bit if you guys at least want. Or you could just kind of wait here. We could end it and you could start with the ward next time.
I say we end early because going to the school to me moves the sheriff thing along, and that involves more players, other players' choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't want to commandeer that narrative.
Yeah. We end with you got right as the spell fizzles, these eyes shift towards Hektor before they dissipate into nothing, and you guys are left in a still very unprotected Nana's fat slabs, and that's where we'll end this evening.
Oh, thanks. I hate it.
For joining us for another episode of Hush Hallows. Go around and say your name, where we can find you, and your favorite part. Let's start with Matthew.
Wait, sorry, can we want to do end of session stuff?
Oh, yeah, sure. End of session stuff. Do we conclude the current mystery? No. Save someone from certain death? Not each other doesn't count. Do we learn something new or important about the world? I think probably, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then do we learn something new or important about one of the hunters? Yes, one of the hunters learned important things about himself that he forgot during his intro session.
Sure did.
Whoops.
You guys each get one.
Okay.
Yay. I just got it a little bit. Well, okay, I didn't get it mixed up. I just completely forgot
that you started
I started.
Yes.
Listen, I wrote a lot of things down, but the fact that I started the whole experiment, I just decided not to put that down, I guess.
It's a good thing to admit, I guess.
I do know the name of the dean of the university, though.
That's important. Yeah, that's for sure more important than I started this whole thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also Jakey Johnson.
So
He's a frat boy.
I advanced, and I'm going to take a move from another playbook.
Oh,
yes.
Cool. I know what that is. Yeah, we're going to say their name, where we can find you in your favorite moment. Start with Matthew.
So yeah, I'm Matthew Foreman. You can find me at Matthew Foreman on Twitter. You can also follow here on Twitch TV/DicePriori. Be sure to follow this channel. Subscribe if you can. I had a good time tonight. Be sure to join our Discord, all that good stuff. I had a good time tonight. My favorite moment... Oh, God. I don't know, that... I'm going to try to remember something from the first half, because I feel like latter half stuff always gets picked up. I liked when Hektor was initially faced with the initial what to do, and instead of just trying to open up a can of whoop ass or whatever, they just ran. Which I was like, that's what I would have done. I was like, fuck this, I'm running.
Smart.
Yeah.
Hektor is 70 years old. Fucking fight a school mascot of doom.
So yeah, that was mine. Maria.
Oh man. Hi, I'm Maria. You can find me at HappyCapster on Twitter. You can also find me here on Twitch at the same handle, HappyCapster, Tuesdays and Thursday afternoons for hot coffee and chill, where I'm playing Hollow Knight right now, and we're almost done with it, and it's super fun and cool. You can also find me on Mythos Mystery Society every once in a while. I think we're doing something Sunday evening. So that's going to be super, super, super fun. My favorite... Oh, you can also find me at Society Goblins on Twitter. Goblin Society Games. We're revamping things. Things are coming out soon-ish. Keep an eye out. Things are good. It's great. Our website is under construction. But my favorite part was the... as I wrote in my notes, the lumberjack coming to call, and just that good scary movie moment of just the thing standing there, just looking forever too long. I love it and I hate it. It was great and bad.
And I'm Sai. You can find me at Twitter at Baller and Brawler. You can also find me on Mythos Mystery Society, where we have one more episode upload of Rhapsody of Blood, and we'll start working on the Miracle Cure. This is called Cthulhu Game for podcast and YouTube. And then this Sunday we are doing a more chill stream of a kind of a role-playing kind of card game that'll be interesting. At least Maria will be in it. And me too.
Awesome.
Figuring out some other players. My favorite moment from this evening, there were quite a few. Just every time, like, all right, we're gonna try to help out. Now it's fucked up. Now it's fucked up. Both those times were so good. If you wouldn't have used luck, it would have been so. Like, I had what was gonna happen if you didn't use that luck. It would have been fantastic and terrible.
What would have happened, Ty?
I don't know. I do know, but
Are you saying you're holding it for the next time we?
yeah, I might use it eventually. I might use it for the next fucking you guys have.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Alrighty then, folks. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and rate Off the Table. Be sure to follow, subscribe if you can to Here to Dice Priority. Thank you so much for the support tonight. We're going to try to bring you more content as things move along here. Check out Feral Hogs that we are published by Green Ronin. It's already selling like hotcakes, so we appreciate it. Go show Off the Table some love. Bye-bye.